Hello, students. Welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is psychiatry nursing, and today our concept is vocational rehabilitation. Yes, dear students, in detail we studied about rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is nothing but we are restoring the lost function of a patient. We are trying to make the person more independent. You can watch the previous video which help you to learn about rehabilitation. But today we are going to learn about vocational rehabilitation. Now, vocational rehabilitation is a continuous and coordinated process of rehabilitation. It involves a lot of services which mainly provided to the patient who is suffering with a psychiatric illness to restore their life, to make them more independent, to make them to earn some money and make them economically stable. We can provide this vocational rehabilitation service. Now, the phases of vocational rehabilitation. The phases: vocational, one minute, vocational assessment, vocational counseling, vocational training, job exploration, job placement, and follow up. Now, this is the way that how we can do this vocational rehabilitation. In vocational assessment, first we are going to assess, the nurse has to assess the condition of a patient, what's the psychiatric disorder they are suffering from, and the level of disease, their capability, their caliber, the way they are able to understand the concept, the way they are able to perform their skill, everything has to be assessed. The data must be collected by the patient. The patient data must be collected by the nurse. In detail information of the patient should be obtained by the nurse. Next is vocational counseling. In counseling, we are able to understand, the counseling is given by a nurse. It's a face-to-face contact, a communication between nurse and patient. Here we are able to understand how much a patient can understand. So this counseling process will give opportunity to the nurse to understand the patient, their ability, their way of thinking, the level of functioning, the level of performance, which occupation skill they can acquire, what they can study. These all things can be assessed during the second phase called occasional counseling. Third, occasional training. Here we will select the patient depending on their capacity. We can train them. We can train the patients. We can see their level of performance. We can teach certain skills, we can assess their performance, we can provide some incentive so that when they get something good reward, they learn it in a quick way. So these all things can be done. Next is job exploration. In job exploration, we are trying to find what are the availability of jobs in their community. See, patient cannot travel so far distance and go for the occupation, a job purpose, but what is available in their nearby location, we can explore that opportunities. Job placement is our next phase where we are fitting a right person in a right job. We are understanding their ability and skill level, and we are finding the suitable job and we are placing them in that job. That process is called as job placement. And finally is a follow up where nurse will have a constant follow up on a patient to check whether they are really able to do it or not. So, this is the phases of occasional rehabilitation. I'm repeating the occasional rehabilitation phases: occasional assessment, where we are having complete data, physical condition, psychological, social, behavioral, all the assessment is done. Occasional assessment, vocational counseling, vocational training, job exploration, job placement, and follow up. Next, what all the programs, what are the way we can do these vocational programs? Sheltered program, sheltered employment. That means here individual who cannot perform a big task, when they able to do a such small task, we are training them and we are providing the opportunity, we are providing the job to them. So in case of like manic or schizophrenic patient, we are able to understand their level of disease and we can train them and we can give a occupation under certain like agencies. They're working under somebody, so they're able to do that. Next is Self-employment. Here, when we know that a certain patient they're not able to fit to work under others, better we will provide an opportunity for them to work by themselves. Self-employment. With the minimum assistance of their family members, a close friend, they can do some of the thing by their own. So that can be trained. Maybe now like making paper bags or making some carpentering works, glass painting, so small things can be taught to them so that they're doing by their own and they are employed self, they're earning the money. So this what can be done under self employment. One more program is like home bond work program. In home bond work program, people who are really disabled, when they need assistance, they cannot go anywhere and work. In that case, they do something at home and that has to be sold in the particular shop and they get a reward, they get a money. So here they cannot go any shop, yeah, they cannot go to any office or any place to gather and do the things, which is not possible. They're having that severity of disability, so they will be at home, they are doing something and they're sending that. Maybe they prepare the soap water at home, they fill it in a bottle and then they send it to the shops and they'll get a money. So this is the way. So these are the programs like sheltered employment and self-employment and home bonded work program can be seen under this vocational program. So this is all about occasional rehabilitation which we are providing to the psychiatric patient depending on their level of disease, level of understanding and the level that how they can improve their skill and performance. So that will really help the patient to get some financial assistance and live a independent life. I hope you understood. I see you in next class. Take care of yourself and thank you to all.